Well, hello there, and welcome to the brand new episode in this show. Gay Sonic here reviews FNAF fan games and keeps reminding you every second about how gay he is. Oh, so today's topic? Boxes. Yeah. This is where I was gonna talk about how I should be able to make videos more often because I have more free time. You'll see why that didn't really work out. In fact, initially I was just gonna make a video about the third game's remaster, but then decided, let's just do the whole trilogy, why not? And this is why it didn't work out. Oh, and just so you know, this video isn't just coming out of left field. I was actually destined to make this video. See, in the Remaster's intro you can see Frony Simulator. I made a video on Frony Simulator. And in that video I was in a box. So yes, this was a prophecy. So without further ado, let's get to the Why Night with the Box trilogy by Bobby Gamer 11.
1.
Cut a hole in a box.
2.
Put your junk in that box.
Okay, let's start the game. I can't hear anything. This is a great start. Okay, let's start with the plot, because yes, you're a dick in some fucking pizzeria, that's an actual quote, don't at me. The game takes place on March 29th, 2017, yes, the day when the Club Penguin servers shut down. And after being utterly devastated by such news, you fall into a depression so deep that you end up hallucinating about killer boxes. Did I get that right? I think yes. The game itself is very simple. In fact, I'd even say too simple. There's a box and a white box. They walk around the building, and once they reach your office, you need to click them to punch them. Oh, I get it now! It also has a golden box. It appears in the camera, and then in your office, in between your legs, excuse me? And it's on top of this text, which really doesn't help. So punch it and it'll go away, or not go away. I don't know what happened here. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sook.
Oh, and ever since that happened, the golden box never worked properly again. Even after erasing my save file, what the fuck? The game has a panic meter, which increases when you're not looking at the cameras or when the box has entered your office. Looking at the cameras brings it down, so I guess it's a reason to use the cameras, but it's really not that significant.
Alright. The only thing that's missing now is just like, you know...
Is that?
Like...
And after you beat the game, there's not really much to do. You unlock an endless mode and this trophy.
You finished the game, little cunt.
Thank you, Boopsy Gamer. That about covers the first game. Now let's get to the second one, which is also regarded as the best one in the original trilogy.
3.
Make her open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box.
Before we proceed, I'd like to compare this series to the Shrek franchise. Hear me out. While the first two installments are both masterpieces, the second one is just way more of a masterpiece than the first one. Yeah, this is a very accurate representation of how it feels like to be in my room right now, in the middle of June.
You don't even realize that you are trapped, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near.
Okay, what do we have here? The only game where I have a somewhat decent PP and, wait. You have Zuma Deluxe, but not Zuma's Revenge? Not like it matters. Real OGs play Tumblebugs. Yeah.
Well, imagine my shock.
Союз нерушимый республик свободных,
Can you be just a bit more quiet, please? Huh?
Are you deaf or something?
Actually, yes.
Oh, fuck off, will ya?
Alright, so first of all, plot. So the main character wants to take a break from the events of the first game. How's he gonna do that? Well, jack off, obviously. But the boxes have come back to disrupt this man's masturbatory ritual, and to turn him gay, judging by the very subtle subliminal messages. I'm not really given a whole lot to work with in terms of story, so cut me some slack, okay? The 3 boxes are back, albeit in a broken state, and they behave the same way, although the golden box is a bit more different. Now it randomly appears in your office instead of appearing in the cameras, and you need to quickly pull up the camera instead of punching the box. Now the newcomers, the toy boxes, their technique is too dangerous for you to throw punches with them. So when they enter your office, you need to pull up the newspaper. That way the boxes think, wow, that is a fucking degenerate, and leave the room. Now, because you are playing as a fucking degenerate, that thing does raise your boner meter. And if your boner meter goes up to the max, you're unable to use the camera and the newspaper until you calm it down fully. Oh, and you use the S to calm down your boner. That's very classy. And for whatever reason your boner meter increases when you stare at this room. I'm trying to figure out what's in there and I really don't think I should be doing that. Speaking of looking at things that make me hard, the graphics have improved quite a bit from the first game, and the rooms don't look as bland as in the first game because of all the decorations and porn. The office also has a lot more stuff in it, like for example a real-life photo of Bobby when he turned 1 month old.
It's me!
And before we move on, there's another character in this game that isn't a box. If you see this error, you need to press cancel. The buttons do change positions, so you need to be careful. And if you mess up, you will be killed by a haunted as fuck crowbar. Yes, that's what it is. I know that because I had spent one long ass pointless night with it. So once you beat the main mode, congratulations, you've earned a trophy that I don't think I can show. I don't think Susan Wombo combo is gonna like that. You then unlock a nightmare mode with a capitalized M. I used to do that too, I don't know why. And once you beat that, you unlock another trophy.
Hey! Fuck off! You're a first-class cunt!
You also unlock the endless mode, where if you get 420 of course it's 420. Where if you get 420 points or survive for 7 minutes, you unlock the final trophy.
You fucking idiot!
That's more like it. Pretty good.
Want to talk about some dedication?
And of course there's the extras menu where we have scary boxes having a seizure. Then there are mini games like box genocide.
Boxes.
Find a picture with a cunt. Oh, you changed the name, you cheeky bastard. Then there's box racing. I have no clue what he just said here, but I'm pretty sure he called me a cunt there somewhere. Yeah, cunt seems to be Bobby's favorite insult, probably because he gets just tons of pussy.
You won, you lazy piece of shit!
I mean, with an upload schedule like mine, yeah, that's not even an insult, that's a fact. Then there's the section about the first game.
Asshole.
And in the last 2 sections you can look at the achievements and the cutscenes. So that about covers the game. And while, just like with the first box game, there isn't really a whole lot of replay value after you beat it for the first time, the greater variety in both content and gameplay do make the first time you play the game a lot more fun. Now, before we get to the third game, I'd like to bring up the Shrek analogy I made earlier. Please take me seriously. Just like Shrek 3 was a total fucking dumpster fire, Box 3 ended up not living up to expectations. Let's dive in and see why.
A dick in a box. Every single holiday, a dick in a box. Over at your parents' house, a dick in a box.
The story picks up right after the second game's ending. The Night Guard burns down the box house of shit fun. That's what it's actually called. I am not taking the piss.
Goodbye, box house of shit fun.
But then it turns out that there is another box house of shit fun.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
And while it only used to have 1 box, it is now also haunted by the ghosts of the box, the white box, and the box that you shouldn't have sucked. Ow! My hearing was just starting to recover. Okay, So the rainbow box is your usual box. It comes in your office, you commit domestic abuse, good job. The phantom box is sitting in camera 5 and it doesn't even try to attack you, it's just grooving. But if the music stops, you need to turn it back on again, or else the box will kill you. Oh, and are we gonna ignore the fact that this room looks like a Ukrainian flag? Балалайка, мандолина, синтезатор покоління. The Phantom Golden box is the same as in the second game. You see it, you pull up the camera. The Phantom White box can sometimes appear in camera 3. If you see it, then it will jump scare you. And while it doesn't kill you, it does something way worse. It gives you depression. Once you're hit with depression, you can't attack the box nor can you play the music. So you need to use the pills to get better. Wait, can I kill myself with these?
Reality is often disappointing.
Now, I don't know if this sends a good message. I mean, using pills against mental issues, it's useful short term, but the next thing you know, you start seeing this weird mechanical manifestation of all your past mistakes and regrets that just berates you at every corner.
Hey, I don't just berate you, what the hell?
The Phantom White box is definitely the most insignificant enemy in the whole trilogy even. Not only do you have more than enough pills, but as long as you don't look at camera 3, and you don't really have a reason to, it will literally be unable to attack you. And the game is generally very easy, even for this trilogy's standards. So you beat the game, you unlock the credits, Booby has the big gay. Then you unlock the nightmare mode, you beat that, you unlock the ending, Booby has the big dead.
Oh no!
And you know what that means? No box 4.
Sorry.
The extras menu is a bit more interesting now. What I mean by that is that, it's the only way you're gonna see a jump scare in this game. The menu also has a button which makes the text a lot more transparent, so that it doesn't obscure the screen. It's actually kinda smart, I don't think I've seen this anywhere. And this time there's only one minigame, a clicking minigame. Wait, I can do better than that. Nice. Okay, can you not? This is something that me from 4.5 years ago were finding funny. And I'm not even kidding. Now, see, it's ironic now. So it's funny.
Do you even know what the word ironic means?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can hear again, I'm not deaf anymore.
Yeah, I wish I was.
The game was also gonna feature an ultimate custom night, coming soon, so basically never, which means that yes, you can't get the last trophy, and yes, my OCD is so triggered right now. The ultimate box night did happen though, eventually. And this is the part where I was initially gonna talk about the gay location, a spin-off by Radamus, aka Purple Bobby.
They're the same. Alright.
But after finally beating it, I realized that there is at least 2 more spin-offs. And yeah, this video is long enough as it is. I think I might cover the spin-offs at some point later. And on that note, we have finally finished going through the entire original box trilogy. We have witnessed its humble beginnings, its decent heights, and underwhelming lows. And now we cut to the present time. One Night with the Box 3 Remastered. This is where we finally come to an end. Or, well, not really, because it's not even the canonical finale of the series, but this is where this video finally comes to an end. Just how much did the remaster improve on the original, and is it better than Shrek 3? Let's find out.
Eins und eins.
A Valve reference on a third game? I see what you did there. Wow, that's a lot of cum. Okay, let's start the cum. This is far from being the only reference to the developer's older games, but again, as I said before, I can only fit in so many games in one video.
Add 100 more cents!
Oh look, it's Bobby's old profile picture. How do I know? My super amazing research skills, of course. Is it creepy that I look into these Easter eggs so much? I really hope I'm not being too creepy. And Bobby's favorite FNAF fan game series.
Oh no, I can't see my mouse. What is this? What the fuck?
And would you look at that, Dollar Store Springtrap is also here. Now, while I don't know the exact explanation of why he's here, what I do know is that some of the developers of the joke games had TRT up phone calls for whatever reason.
Hey, I feel like I'm being followed.
I heard a lot of rumors that the animatronics move around at night. This gives me the chills. Our friend Phil will be on the phone tomorrow night. See you in 2 days, boy.
And that's Tyler Alstrom. What the hell is okay, you know what? I'm gonna get back to talking about the actual game. You know, the thing I should be doing right now. So what's the first thing you see? Yeah, the game looks really good now, in terms of both the character design and the environments. The box House of Shit Fun has never looked this great. And there's finally widescreen support, which is just orgasmic. And look, there's even these teeny tiny particles. Wait, well, I take everything back. I can see where the steam and the tea loops. And the soundtrack is also, well, at least in my personal opinion, one of the best in the entire series. Though there is an option to switch to the original soundtrack, for all you Box 3 purists out there. The 4 boxes from the original Box 3 are back. The Rainbow Box now has 2 ways of attacking you. The first one is by entering your office, where you just need to punch it, and the second one by going through the vents. The box makes a lot of noise while doing so, and once you hear it, just close the vent until you hear a The Phantom Box can sometimes appear in the camera, and you need to keep staring at it for it to go away. It's actually kind of a neat idea how its behavior is the complete opposite of the traditional Phantom's behavior. When you see the Phantom White Box, you need to lower the camera and quickly move the mouse cursor left and right. This box actually went from being completely useless to being quite a bit of a threat this time around, since it is just transparent enough to the point where it's quite easy to miss. Now, those 2 phantoms don't actually kill you.
What did I do wrong there? I did nothing wrong at all.
They do cause a lot of noise, blur your vision a bit, and prevent you from using the cameras for a few seconds. Once the Phantom Golden Box appears, it starts blurring your vision when you're not looking at the cameras. Now, this one can actually kill you, but it takes it so long to do so that honestly you should be worrying more about your eyesight if anything.
I never failed the mission.
The newcomers are the Ooh Box and the Stripper Box.
Do you want to repeat what you just said about my hair?
The Stripper Box is fairly simple. Once it leaves the stage, you need to stare at it for a few seconds in the camera and it'll go back. The Ooh Box is behind you on the shelf right next to the vent. Once it wakes up, you need to keep staring at it so that it stays at the leftmost part of the screen. If you don't pay enough attention to it, then it will jump to the bottom shelf, from which it won't go back up. You can still keep staring at it, but at that point, if you turn away for just a bit too long, it will completely leave the screen and block the vent button. Okay, so the game has a normal mode and a scary mode. You get the drill. You beat the normal mode, you can see the credits, and yes, looking back, Project Freddy Remastered does suck. How many boxes did that game have? One? Fucking pathetic. And then once you beat the scary mode, you unlock the ending. Mr. Boo Boo, get down!
Bzum-Bzum, Breke-Keke, Bzum-Bzum, Breke-Keke, Bzum-Bzum, Breke-Keke.
Once you open the extras menu, you may notice that the custom night and the endless mode are locked. Well, that's because you need to beat another night with a brand new enemy. Purple Freddy? Okay, so Boopster himself called him Purple Freddy. You people can stop telling me the video is 5 years old, for Christ's sake. Wait, so what if I... And one of them straight up flung a Russian insult at me, like... Кого-то там дебилом назв... Huh. Why? Is it a big cock? So it is a big cock. So Purple Freddy has 3 ways of attacking you, although most of the time he will only use the first 2. Those first 2 are very similar to what Rainbow Box does. Unlike the rainbow box, which only appears somewhere in the bottom left part of the office and never moves, Purple Freddy can appear in many different places and he teleports frequently. When he comes at you from the vent, not only does he make louder noises than the rainbow box, but you can actually see his eyes get closer. That's a really cool detail. His final way of attacking you is by hiding a plushie in one of the cameras. If you don't find it within the time limit, then he will kill you, although it can take him a while. Oh, and I was looking around and I found this rare screen, I think. I don't even... Wait, whoa, what is the... Oh!
Hello my fellow Americans of the United Nations and the Candies Remastered community.
Hey, who do you think you are interrupting my video like this?
The one, true, toy withered shit. When I was a young piece of shit, my dream was to become the king of the Five Nights at Freddy's fanbase.
And why should I help you?
I can provide you with an infinite supply of JoJo body pillows.
Wait, where do I sign up? After you defeat Purple Freddy, he deletes himself. I wish. Ow. And then you unlock the custom night on the endless mode. While beating the custom night on the maximum difficulty does unlock a completion mark, you can also find an Easter egg if you try to play it on the minimum difficulty.
Your camped beauty make the Project Freddy Remastered Demo Mobile, Project Freddy Remastered Full Mobile, and Project Freddy Remastered V2.0.1 Mobile for Android. Android game, demo, May 29, 2020 full game, June 31, 2020, including the 1st of July 2020, patch V2.0.1 HD, December 25, 2020, Christmas special, final version, PC version game, demo, December 29, 2019, continued full game, March 20, 2020, continued patch V2.0. 1 HD October 31st 2020, final version, Halloween special, You're Camped You're Not Dead.
The endless mode doesn't actually reward you with anything, but there is a Game Jolt achievement for getting 700 points with Purple Freddy enabled, so I did that. That was very fun. In fact, after surviving for that long, Purple Freddy was literally stunned by my skills. Yeah, he was just jiggling there for a while. And funny thing is, I don't know if that was a visual glitch because he did end up moving and killing me later.
Oh, hello there!
Okay, is there anything else here? Oh.
Nice!
And we're finally done. One Night with the Box 3 Remastered is quite good for a joke game. It is a massive improvement not just over the original third game, but all three original games in general. In terms of gameplay, visuals, sounds, and
memes.
It does start off a bit slow, just like the original games. But once you get to the more difficult parts, that's where the game shines the most. It is way more challenging than the original three games, and because of that, I can come back to the game even after beating it and still find it fun. Unlike the original games, which are way too easy for me to enjoy any subsequent playthroughs. And in conclusion, this game gets an 1 out of 1. I'm out. The stuff that I ordered, did you bring it? Yeah, so we got these two boxes. One with a bunch of spare parts, don't know why you would need that, but okay. And the other... You know, I'm not even gonna pretend to be surprised, because I'm not. And how did you even afford this stuff? Oh, well, you know, I am somewhat of a politician now. Wait, excuse me? Last time I checked, you didn't even know the difference between left and right. But, of course I know it. Look, that box is on the left, and that box is on the right. See? From the perspective of the viewer, yes. I hope you implied that, because if not, then I have no hope for you. Anyway, why do you even need all of that? Oh, well, you know, scientific research things. That is such a hilarious and original joke. Look, I'm laughing so hard right now, I can't hold myself. No, I was talking about the spare parts. The body pillows? Well, you already know what I'm gonna do with them. I wish I didn't. You didn't finish the video. For Christ's sake. Why does he even need that box of scrap anyway?
Dick in a box. to the club now, gonna pump it up now. This is an emergency, music is my galaxy. Welcome to the club now, everybody's